EU tournament powered by Brawlhalla, powered by Moose Wars, and powered by Bearded Brawls. I'm AJ Moore. This is slow motion with me as well. We have been casting top 4, and we are now down to our final grand finals matchup here on stream between Macheeeete and Acno, and we've seen so much fantastic unique gameplay coming in from both these players. From Acno playing a lot more of the blasters, the spear, the bow, and from Macheeeete playing that Jayun and that greatsword. So it's been a fantastic event so far. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as much as we have been, and we're about to go ahead and get into grand finals. But Slow, this is a big deal. I mean, how do you feel about this matchup right now going to grands?
I don't know how to feel about it, actually. It's our block especially. I mean, just the reverse sweeps, the definitive wins, just the momentum going back and forth. It's literally anybody's, well, not anybody's, it's only these guys left, but this is anybody's set. I think the reset in having Macheeeete having those two sets to fall back on, I don't know if Acno is going to be able. I don't know. I think Macheeeete with that advantage is going to probably able to squeak this one out, but we saw Acno make the adjustments that he needed to be able to take back the set and to even get back up here to grand finals. And we're seeing him on Yumiko. Is what he's locked in on, so that could mix things up a little bit as well. Of course, Acno has been team Vector so far this tournament, and when things started getting rough and everybody started figuring it out, he's been making these swaps, and Yumiko seems to be another pocket pick he's got.
Yeah, which is rather interesting to kind of see. I mean, we have not seen Acno play the Yumiko at all tonight, and I think them playing that, I think, is more so for the signature sets than the Hammer. I mean, Hammer, we have not seen a whole lot of tonight overall, and as we go into it, I mean, this is a big deal for Acno. I think he's trying that character to kind of see if he can counter that Jayun, see what it can overall really do. But I mean, maybe he's trying his pocket pick first game so that he can always rely on Diana and on the Kaya. But we're going to game number 1 between Acno and Macheeeete on Apocalypse. Let's see how grand finals goes.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see this first game, just to see how each player is looking against each other and who's going to need to make the biggest adjustments. I'm interested to see what kind of effect that Macheeete's greatsword is going to have in this opening game and ultimately the set. And it looks like Acno is showing respect for it and coming out being very careful even against the normal sword. Oh no, oh no,
oh no, oh no, uh-oh.
And we're seeing Macheeeete play just like he has been. We've seen the same gameplay that got him into grand finals on winner's side, and he is looking so good on that great sword. Acno is gonna have to figure it out. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, dude, this great sword is just countering left, right, and center of Acno. And oh look, I mean, Cider comes in. I see an unarmed combo. Maybe you want Macheeete's like, I want to be a little bit nice. Let me pick up a sword. Let me try to do some sword combos here. There goes Acno's weapon too.
Oh no, got the disarm. Macheeeete gonna keep him off of it. Oh, and then the weapon throw hit just for a little extra dash of salt, man. Oh, okay. Acno.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. God, he needed it, bro. He is literally so close to being on that final stock in this opening game. But we're seeing a little bit of a rally, and we're seeing things start to calm down a little bit. Acno being able to get some offensive on his side, being able to rack up a little bit of damage, but Macheeeete is still letting him know he's still there, getting those little one pieces, switching over, side sig, gonna go ahead and take a chunk of damage off of him. And just like that, things are looking pretty damn even, AJ.
Yeah, it definitely is, and Acno definitely doing a lot better than the beginning of that game. Gets that Stomp Cider knockout there on the Macheeeete, and this pick is looking very, very good going against Macheeeete. I mean, it's definitely doing a lot better than what we've seen overall tonight between Macheeeete and other players. But as I say that, Cider comes in and things are back to even. And also, I don't think these players have faced each other at all. This is the first time playing. It's in grand finals.
So that makes it more exciting for us. You know, like you said, they haven't played against each other, so nobody was able to kind of get a feel for their opponent today. Before, you know, it was, you know, the highlight game, the grand finals, what we've all been sitting here waiting to see who is going to be crowned the 1v1 champion of the Bearded Moose. I hope the first of more. We'll have to see what happens. It's been a really good event. We'll have to see how that plays out. But Macheeeete right now trying to do everything he can to win the first one without a reset.
Yeah, for sure. And Acno comes in with that bow recovery, man, and that just has so much force. And Acno takes game number 1. He's gonna go for that reset. He's aiming for it right now, and he's working towards it. But that's why he's going in that fast-paced mentality as we go to Apocalypse. And same characters again. I don't blame Macheeeete staying on the Jayun, but that pocket pick from Acno is serving its purpose.
Yeah, definitely the Yumiko mixing things up quite a bit. Macheeeete started out really strong. Looked like it was just going to be some of the same old. But Acno having that experience we talked about, being, you know, a veteran of the scene, able to pull it back together, calm down, and being able to, right there in the very first game, and make the adjustments and be able to get the dub. And so far, he's continuing to rack up some pretty good damage against Macheeeete, although Macheeeete reversing it now, getting a couple good 1-2s. Weapon throw coming out, not seeing that dare come out, decides to throw down the suture instead. Doesn't hit, but able to get a good punish off of that dodge. Oh, fighting unarmed, a weapon drop, able to pick up. Macheeeete sending him down bottom left corner, weapon throw coming out. No, gonna wait and get the easy punish. Yeah,
Macheeeete saying, hey, I want my lead back. I want to make sure I can take advantage of it, right? I don't want to go into that grand final reset if I can avoid it. So overall, Acno is starting to get countered by that. I mean, look, the 2 pieces are coming out. Then Stomp Cider comes out there from Acno, but it's not like Macheeeete really has a, hey, I'm going to go ahead and neutral sling you like in Missouri, right? So he's got to kind of make sure he's in the air a little bit. But I want to see if he takes advantage of the dodging mechanism in Brawlhalla, because right now Acno is starting to make things a lot more even, and that was one of the main things that kept Skeldra ahead in the set against Acno.
Oh yeah, I mean it kept him ahead, but you know, unfortunately it did not pay off for him. But this game is so close, although Macheeete's starting to pull away a little bit, but every time he does, Acno is right there, be able to rack up some good damage off that Yumiko. Looking really good on this hammer. Oh, stops there. Looking for another one. Sair. Side sig out. Sair back up on stage. It's just automatic. It's mechanical for him. Just being in the right place at the right time. Such a good punishes coming out from Acno, and he is showing no sign of slowing down. He wants this game number 2.
Yeah, he definitely wants this game number 2, and I mean, Acno is not able to come back off that ledge just because of how that force with that dare has so much, and I mean, with the color that Acno was in his stock, I mean, that was very hard to come back from. And currently, Acno comes in with that hammer, is trying to do something to counter the range of that greatsword. Hammer is one of those legends weapons that has so much range with it. But I mean, even with that, Macheeeete is doing gravity cancel light attacks against Acno and reading him with it.
Yeah, and I mean it's definitely working. See, Macheeeete gonna get sent out, but he just needs one good string. Not even a good string. He just needs like a mid string, and he'll be able to get this stock off of Acno pretty easily here. Recovery of maybe that D-Light recovery. Nope, just a double recovery will get it done, and that's gonna go ahead and tie up this set 1-1 going into game number 3.
Yeah, now if you're Acno, that hammer's not doing Acno justice right now. It did the first game, it caught Macheeeete off guard, but Macheeeete adapted very well with that greatsword, and I think Acno is gonna really have to go into this game number 3 say, hey, am I going to play hammer again? Or am I going to be like, are they going to be like, hey, do we go back to that Diana? Do we go back to some other characters that we've been playing tonight? And it's going to go back to Vector, and that range with that lance might be able to counter Macheeeete.
It might be. I mean, I don't know why he stayed off of it this long. Like, I mean, I understand he had success with other legends, but it was in that one set when he made the change. Like, okay, this isn't working in this set, and then he just kept playing other legends, even though it was a different set, different situation. And I kind of wondered when it was going to come back to this pick. We haven't seen any Lance, and he's been loving the bow. He's been playing well on the bow. We weren't seeing the Diana, so why not pull the Vector back out and try and, you know, do what you've been practicing?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And I think right now it's trying to use what you've been practicing and trying to use the range that you've got is definitely optimal for both of these players. And 30 seconds in, Acno has been doing very well with the knockout options with that Lance. I don't want to give the benefit of the doubt just yet because commentators curse, but as I say that, Acno goes in with force and does that fantastic unarmed two-piece combo off the ledge and knocks out Macheeete's first stock.
Takes him off stage. Macheeete looking for a good edge guard. Finds a Sayer and taking away his options. I don't know if he has one. There's no recovery. Nope, that's not going to get him back. Macheeete taking that stock off and not letting that lead run away on him.
Yeah, and I don't really blame him to a degree too. It's like, hey, okay, let's not go ahead and get too far ahead of ourselves, right? And just trying to make sure that's not a huge disadvantage for themselves where they can't come back for this game. And I think, oh my God, Macheeete with these great sword reads on the Acno. They're not doing a whole lot of damage, but they're definitely controlling Acno's options.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, it all adds up. The damage is starting to add up on Acno, and these stocks are so even. We're seeing both these players become a little more patient, a little more passive, trying to judge their openings a little better, not wanting to get punished. What a signature. See, and we saw that so much earlier when he was on the Vector. He was having good luck on that down sig, being able to catch people off guard. And then again, oh my God, look at him. Wait a second, not able to get the Gimp. He went the wrong direction and got the wrong read, and now he's kind of hanging off stage a little too long here. Might have overstayed his welcome, but no, he's able to get back on stage, has a fresh bow in hand, and gonna get punished by Macheeete with a nice aerial off of that sword. Okay, we're seeing the Sierra come out, continuing to cook, caught another one, grabbing cancel D-Light into recovery, taken to the ceiling, and this is absolutely anybody's game 3 to take that advantage going into game number 4.
Yeah, and I think right now it's starting to go around a little bit here. Dare comes in. Dare coming in from Acno. Just a lot of back and forth. But the longer Acno is more close to that stage, the more options Macheeete will take advantage of on Acno. And Acno needs to start moving around. He needs to be more floaty against Macheeete because that's the counter against Greatsword. And Cider comes in. Acno wants a reset. Let's make it happen. But Macheete's like, otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy with that sword. It's gonna be close.
Oh no, who is gonna take this? Who is gonna take the advantage going to get number 4? This is so close between these two guys. Okay, Macheeete looking for the perfect opportunity, and not, okay, oh, that was really close. That Nair almost had it, but now we're seeing the string come out. Recovery not gonna be enough to take him up to the top right corner of APOC. Gonna look back down, looking for another chance here to get a knockout option. Sarah coming off a Macheeete sword, looking for another one, can't get it, misses. Oh, we can't afford any whiffs right now. Both these players have to be spot on, but that D-Sig is gonna get punished. I give him props for throwing it out there, but easy punish, easy stock, easy game. Well, easy into the game for Macheeete, and gonna put him up a 2-1 in this set.
If you're Acno, you feel that pressure. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting here. This is gonna be close.
We're gonna find out going into game number 4. Is Acno gonna keep fighting for this reset, or is Macheeete gonna shut him down right now and end everybody's day? We're gonna find out right now on APOC. Game number 4. Acno playing from elimination side. He's got to pull it together. Macheeete got that small sword in hand. Gonna catch Catches some really nice one pieces here in neutral. Let's see if Acno has some sort of response. Recovery getting dodged through. Macheeete continuing to cook over on the right side of this map.
Oh, Derek comes in from Macheeete. Acno with the counter, allowing them to come back to that ledge. Acno without a weapon right now. Macheeete has an opportunity, takes advantage of it. Weapon stars Acno's like, you're not picking up something else. Macheeete gets that first stock knockout on the Acno. Something is going to have to pop off from Acno if he wants to make this go into game number 5.
It's not looking good so far. I mean, we've seen Acno come back from a deficit time and time again. So definitely don't count him out. But Macheeete is not folding under the pressure. He's looking really good. Still hold on to this first stock, staying out of any anti-airs. Oh, that D-Sig, man. He threw it out again and got it.
Yeah, Acno definitely is doing his best to go ahead and make things even, but now he's got the opportunity with Macheeete not on greatsword to get damage build up, and he's just dashing left to the right. He's just not approaching Macheeete. Is he worried about Macheete's unarmed?
I mean, I think he's worried about Macheete's everything right now. Being very careful, trying to pull it back, and even if he wins this one, he still's got to get another one to get the reset.
Oh my God.
Macheeete having a hard time getting back down the stage. Finally got some feet planted on Apocalypse. Ooh, dodging that Sig again. Oh, Acno, is he getting desperate? We're seeing the Sigs fly out a lot, and it's a little early in the game for that, I think. Nice recovery coming up, though. Going to go ahead and get the disarm on Macheeete. Another recovery. Going to send him back up to the left side of the map. Macheeete going to inch his way back over. Is able to get greatsword back in hand. And can he cook on it? Not enough to get the stock.
He almost got knocked out off of that.
That was so close.
He almost did. It's so close, so close. Coming in for Macheeete. And Acno in the second stock. This is only second stock. Macheeete knocks himself out. The mind gift from Acno.
He went for it. He tried to go ahead and finish up that stock. And even, like, you know, it wasn't even that big of a risk. He went for a risky move, but even if he lost that stock like he did, I mean, things were so even. And if he can just get this stock off of Acno, it's literally no harm, no foul. And so far, looking like he might be able to get it done on this greatsword, but Acno fighting back with a little two-piece. Oh, nice recovery. That's going to be good enough to get it done. And now it comes down to this. That means Acno is on his tournament stock right here. Macheeete can finish it up. Acno has to win this to be able to keep the set alive and take us into a game at number 5.
Yeah, this is a big deal for Acno. He wants to make sure he can go further into this tournament. He wants to win this grand finals, but he needs to get the stock first. But will Macheeete allow it? He's not so far. Acno with side air misses the dare option. Macheeete with the counter, but then Acno with the counter. We're going to a game 5 of this 1v1 championship. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was very, very close.
That was very close indeed. Acno just will not give up. He will not go down without a fight, and clawed his way into a game number 5. Can he get the reset and bless us with another set in grand finals?
He did not feel comfortable on that back there. He went straight to Kaya this game, which I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Maybe that spear does definitely do a lot more than what they were doing with that lance, but I don't know. That range advantage was what got Acno to win that last game. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't know that Bo's doing a whole lot right now. We'll see. Oh, there we go.
As he settles in, but these guys broke off a neutral. This is a very important game for both of these guys. Super important. Macheeete, you know, he still has that buffer of having a whole nother set that he can fight, but, you know, stamina starts to come into effect at some point for both these players. Acno just came off of that elimination final set. Macheeete had a little time to breathe up here in Grands. Seeing him settle down though. Macheeete starting to break away with a pretty good lead here. Signature getting punished. Oh, what a string from Acno there. Oh, but throws that signature out, gets punished very easily. Sayer, stock. No. Acno able to get back up, gonna starve out and back on Bo.
Oh, that was almost a counter for Macheeete with that signature. Picks up greatsword, gets the side air. Oh, Acno with the counter. They didn't knock off the ceiling? Oh my gosh. I mean, that's what you call an option there. And oh, there we go. Acno with a knockout there on Macheeete.
And Acno does have a very slight lead. Oh, this is the stress that both these players have to be feeling right now. Macheeete trying desperately not let it get reset. Acno trying so hard to keep his dreams of winning alive. Macheeete sending them out, evening things back up. And we are all tied up here on stock number 2.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's close. It's gonna be a close game 5. I think if you're Acno, you're definitely way happier than last game.
Yeah.
But you can't let that get to your head because Macheeete is gonna tear you apart. And I think Macheeete swaps the sword. He's like, hey, yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit aggressive too much with the greatsword. Let me go and do damage build up with my sword, and it's working, man. And
it is.
But I mean, Acno is keeping even though with the amount of attacks coming in for Macheeete, Acno is just doing a very, very nice rebuttal.
Yeah, the stock line and the damage line doesn't necessarily affect with what you would think it would watching the gameplay. Macheeete looks like he has just control, although these guys are locked in neutral right now. Super locked. Nair coming out. I don't know why. Oh my, look how careful these guys are. It just goes to show how much is on the line with this game right here.
And this is huge. Macheeete having that lead on this 3-minute marker. Acno needs to get this knockout now. He needs to make sure he does not allow this disadvantage to grow from Macheeete as we go into it. I mean, it's going to come down to this wire of Acno needs to get this knockout now. Gets the bow neutral air. He needs to get the knockout option as soon as he possibly can within the next 5 to 10 seconds if he wants to go ahead and have it go to a possible reset. He does it. Will he allow himself to do so? Maybe that spirit comes out, and it does. Let's see what happens.
It's going to come down to the wire here. This is game number 5. That is exactly, as Brawlhalla eSport fans, is exactly what we want to see. Macheeete being very careful here with that sword, looking for a perfect option. Reaches out there a little far on that side light, but able to recover from it pretty quickly. Acno has that advantage over on the side. There we go. We're swapping again. Nice, a little 1-2s coming out from Macheeete, not being greedy, staying on stage. Oh, D-Light. Oh, but a nice. Oh! Double recovery, baby.
Double recovery coming out of Macheeete, and Macheeete is your Bearded Moose 1v1 EU champion. What?
That's crazy.
I mean, that was down to final stack on game 5.
That was nuts. That was nuts. Macheeete get the dub. I'm just gonna say, from a personal standpoint, I really wanted the reset just because I wanted some more Brawlhalla action, but EU put on a show for us today, AJ. That was absolutely crazy. Awesome sets, back and forth momentum, back and forth gameplay. We saw players having to make legend swaps, digging all the way into their arsenal, literally strategizing on the spot, making adjustments, doing everything they could, and the best player today won. And today, that player is Macheeete.
Yeah, absolutely. And props to them playing a character or a legend overall that we don't usually see, and really showing how Greatsword has improved over time. And if this happened in an EU event, I want to see what happens in other regions, counting Australia and North America going forward. But that was overall a very, very fantastic event overall. So yeah.
I will admit, EU put on a really good show today. I had a lot of fun doing this event.
Is your house burning down there a little bit slow? Is it burning back there?
No, we're just having fun, man. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, we just got done with grand finals. Macheete's champion. You know what I mean? We gotta show a little excitement. But no, man, AJ, this was a great week, and I had a lot of fun doing this with you, man. We do not get to commentate together enough. And just a little backstory, you know, we decided we were going to do this to help out some of the other TOs. AJ's like, so what do you want to do? What do you want out of this tournament? And I was like, me and you to commentate top 4. Other than that, I really don't care what you do. I just as long as me and you are commentating top 4 on 1s and 2s, man, I am Gucci. And we had an absolute great time. It was a good weekend. Thanks to you, thanks to the players, thanks to BMG for some reason giving us money to be able to do this for you guys. It is it's pretty awesome, man. I had a good time.
Yeah, for sure. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to slowly hop off here. Before we hop on out, slow motion, we'll talk about a little bit about your event coming up for Australia a little bit later down the road.
Oh, June 30th, we have Bearded Brawls. It's 1v1 this month. Australia's heating up, man. The region just keeps getting better and better, and the more tournaments we give them, the hungrier they get. So we do them on Friday nights if you're NA. So if you're looking for something to do on a Friday night, join us June 30th. Come over and check out the best Australia has to offer. At the very least, you're gonna get some great clips from Asmodee. So yeah. It's always a good time, man. So make sure you guys join us. You guys can find that tournament over on the BCTI community on StartGG or on the community section right here in game client for Brawlhalla.
Yeah, and with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Moose Wars will also have another event coming up this upcoming weekend for North America. If you guys are North American, watched this event and enjoyed it, we're going to be hosting an NA event next weekend for $2,000 as well. It's also going to be the last Moose Wars event for the next month or two. So I highly recommend, if you guys are practicing for Valencia, if you guys are practicing in general, I highly recommend you sign up for it. And with that, what we're going to do, we are announcing tonight that we are going to have a Moose Wars hub for that. So if you go in the Twitch chat, I'll pin it for you guys. This is where you guys can find all the future Moose Wars events popping up. So you guys can go ahead and sign up for that now. You guys can follow that hub page if you guys want notifications on new NA events hosted by Moose Wars. And then along with that, we'll be doing a giveaway this entire week for 3 Moose Wars avatars. We'll announce that on social media later tonight. So it's going to be fun. Enjoy those events, guys. Make sure you sign up for the Australian Bearded Brawls event. Make sure you sign up for the NA Moose